Hey, what's up guys? Chad here. I'm here with Heidi. I'm gonna let her do the introduction. This is actually a really cool opportunity. I haven't made any videos like this, but I think this information is gonna be super helpful for you guys that are looking to come here. And she'll give you the overview of her service to help you guys, the expats that wanna come here to the Philippines.
Thanks, Chad. Very nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, I'm Heidi. I'm the owner of C&G Consulting. I'm the co-owner and co-founder. We're basically an immigration and business services, but I'd like to call us an expat one-stop shop. So anything an expat needs here in the Philippines, whether you want to get your permanent visa, you want to get married, you want a driver's license, you want to retire here, anything that involves you and the government, we're here to help you.
So what are your main things that you would say that keep you the most busy helping expats?
So a lot of our clients that are approaching us right now are looking at the Special Resident Retirees Visa, or what we like to call the SRRV. So this SRRV is basically if you're over 50 and you want to come here to the Philippines and retire, there's basically different types. The most common one right now is the SRRV for veterans. So if you ever served in the military and you're receiving pension, either public, private, or military pension, you can come here to the Philippines, and with just $1,500 deposit to the Philippine Retirement Authority, you can live here permanently.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And you just said something new is coming to that.
Yeah.
And what's changing, and when is it going to happen?
So I actually attended a Yuletide gathering with the PRA, and from a very reliable source, we've heard that the SRRV is going to be lowered from the age of 50 to 40, hopefully in the next year. But please wait for the guidelines before going in on that.
There's no guarantees, but it's something to look forward to. So if you fall into that range, like I do and many others that want to come here, and how long is it good for? And why does it make it pretty exciting rather than doing these little short windows of extension, over extension? What does this give you?
This gives you permanent residency. So multiple entries and exits in the Philippines. So you never have to extend your visa every 2 months.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good investment.
If you want to go to Thailand, Vietnam, and come back, you don't have to start the process over again.
Okay, so the digital nomad visa is actually an up-and-coming bill in the Philippines. So this hasn't been passed into law yet, but we're hoping that by first or second quarter of next year, you will have this digital nomad visa, which is good for YouTubers, for people that are working, online. They will come to the Philippines. They will be granted a 2-year visa. You just need to prove that you have a job, like as a digital nomad, and then that 2-year is renewable for another 2 years.
Do you see that being a growing population here coming to the Philippines?
Oh yeah,
a lot more.
Yeah, a lot more, because our government is actually pushing for this country to be a digital nomad hub like Bali. So I think this will be good for you as well. Yeah.
100%. I love it. Music to my ears, both of these things.
Yeah. Well, if you want to just come here and explore, I suggest getting a tourist visa first. And if you've decided that you want to stay here in the Philippines, then, for example, you get married to a Filipina, you can get or a Filipino, if you know, if you're a woman, so you get the 13
or a man.
Or a man. Well, not yet. It's not legal.
Oh, never mind.
So that's the 13A spousal visa. So if you're married to a Filipina, you can get this visa, and it's also permanent residency here in the Philippines. Provided that you're married to a Filipina spouse or a Filipino spouse.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And you do all of this.
Yes. We do
anything that you need, anything to do with the government and an expat, trying to figure out how to make it work. That's where you come in.
Yes.
Okay, so you said tourist visa. For someone that doesn't know anything about it, they're coming from the U.S. or Canada or the U.K.
Yeah.
What do they have to do to be able to come into the country, and if they want to extend or stay? Like, what are the options right now?
So if you're coming to the Philippines with the countries that you just mentioned, so normally Western countries, you normally arrive here with your passport, and you get a 30-day visa. So just have a return flight ready, because they do want you to get out of the country at some point. So once you
need an exit plan.
You need an exit plan.
You need to show that you have a flight out.
Yes.
That's huge.
That's huge. Doesn't have to be a flight back to your country. It could be a cheaper flight in Asia.
Okay.
And then when you get here, and then at least a week before your tourist visa expires, after 30 days, you can get it extended at your nearest immigration office or the online immigration system. You just go to eservices.immigration.gov.ph, and then you can extend your tourist visa. So,
interesting.
Yeah.
So this is something that people do online now. They don't go to an office, and that's not something that you guys focus on, because that's a separate thing. Is that right?
We actually used to offer it. There are people who find the technical thing confusing. They want us to do it in person. We actually offer the service, but for us, it's more interesting to get the long-term visas. So if a client approaches us,
clarified. Okay.
Yeah, if a client approaches us, just tell us your situation. Consultation is free, and then we'll let you know what visa basically works best for you.
Is there anything else that comes into play, or these are your main three?
No, there's also the 9G working visa. So if you have a company sponsor, like you're coming to the Philippines to work,
Okay.
we have this 9G working visa. There's also the Coda visa, which is if you can invest at least 50,000 USD and get a bank certificate from a local bank account, and
Okay.
you own a corporation here or a condominium or any property, you can get a Coda visa, which is an immigrant visa to the Philippines. So you're basically becoming a resident in the Philippines.
Okay, so would this
Yeah.
be someone that's starting a company here, or a restaurant, or ownership in a resort or something like that? They
Yes.
fall into this category?
Yes, that could be an option. Or there is this thing called a special investors resident visa, where if you invest 75,000 USD, put it in your company, then you can get that investment out and funnel it into your company.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so there's tons of things that you guys offer.
Yeah.
Now, let's say they need your help. What do they do? How does the process work working with you and your company? Because you're a smaller company.
We've been here for 2 years next year, but personally, my experience in this one has been 8 years. So I've helped foreigners for the last 8 years, basically most of my career now. So you can contact us by visiting our website. You'll leave a link. Chad will have a link, so just click on his link and then you can contact us. Consultation is free, if you want to email us so that your questions are there and I can answer them in a more detailed way,
Okay.
that would be good too. But if you book a consultation, then I'll be the one to talk to you and walk you over through the possibilities of the visa or either a business.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you mentioned offices, you do remote things.
Yes.
So it depends on where they are and what their needs are as far as how they're going to work with you. Like if they fly into Manila or Cebu, or let's say they're some random island in the Philippines and they're like, I'm getting married, I need help.
Yeah.
How do they work through all of that with you? Is it all online in that case, or?
So it depends. It depends on your location. So we will assess on how we can help you. But normally, you would only need to travel once or twice to the immigration office because we'll do
Okay.
everything, the schedules, and we'll work with everything online because we've serviced people nationwide, even if our visibility is in Cebu and Manila and Siargao.
Where are your offices again? If they have to see you in person.
Our office is currently in Cebu. It's a new office, so we're
Okay.
building it. It'll probably be open by
So when
January.
you say immigration office, that's the one. They have to meet you in Cebu to do things in person. Otherwise,
Yes.
online.
Otherwise, online. They can do
Okay.
a video call or just a phone call with me, and
Gotcha.
then I can assess their situation.
All right. So last thing, if you feel like sharing, there are options out there. You guys are new, and what makes you unique compared to other options that they might hear about when they come to the Philippines?
That's a good question. So basically, with our agency, is we wanna keep our company as a community. So all of the clients that are with us actually have like a personal relationship with me. They know they can always call us and approach us, and they also have my personal number to call us. But the best thing about us is we are trying to develop this company as very technological. So we have like project management systems. So each of our clients next year are gonna have a dashboard of all their engagements, wherein you log into that dashboard and you'll see real-time updates of where your engagements are. There's also email updates and stuff like that. We're also very big on data privacy because that's something that
huge.
it's
Yeah.
huge right now. So our cybersecurity and all that system is protected by because my business partner is actually a tech guy, so we're very particular about that.
That's great. Well, I can say this. I haven't known Heidi for very long, and right away she just makes you feel like a friend. You're hanging out. No, it's laid back, and I have
Yeah.
gone through the other process of visas, and it's different. It's more a business, and you just wait in line. There's not really a personal
Yeah.
touch to it.
Yeah.
So I kind of like this, and I think you guys can possibly relate to that too. The benefit of having that
Yeah.
sort of small company, small business, friendly,
Yes.
personal phone number if you have a question. You don't get that with the other options.
Yeah.
So cool.
Well, you want to know why it's very personal to me?
What?
Because I started dealing with expats as a kid. My parents used to own a bar and a restaurant.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then
Ah.
I was assigned in school to do like a survey with expats because there was a small expat community
Yeah, yeah.
in this very small town that I lived in Bohol. And then I was asking them, "Are you an immigrant or are you a tourist here?" And one of my mom's closest friend, he was German. He was like, "It's so hard to get around here as an expat, especially during those times." And he was like, "When you grow up, when you become a professional,
Really?
I hope you help expats." And I'm like,
It stuck
"Oh
with
my
you.
God, this is what I'm doing now."
Wild. That is
Yeah,
great.
it's
That's a good
wild.
story.
Yeah, it's
and
very
it
wild.
wasn't something you stayed focused on. It just sort of happened, and you
It's-
look back, and it's like,
yeah.
oh yeah.
Yeah,
This was my
it
mission.
sort of happened. Every job I've ever worked for was been like last job was like a Japanese consulting company.
Oh,
So everything
okay.
I've done has involved expats. So like I
That's
really take it
awesome.
personally.
That's fantastic. That goes a long way. So for any needs, anything to do with visas, immigration, contact Heidi, info in the description. She'll take care of you. Thanks for watching. There's more to come because we just did the overview.
Yes.
And I think it might be beneficial to go into detail with some of these things.
For sure.
People need info when it comes to the process, and it can be confusing, right?
Yes,
So
yes, it can be.
she's here to help you. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
See ya.